Have you ever judged a book by its cover? Let's talk about it. Our reputations are made up of all sorts of things, and brings out all kinds of assumptions about who we are. Every rich kid is blank. The AP honor students are blank. The Southside Belles are blank. The people that vape are blank. Even the people that skateboard are blank. Even though we don't say them out loud, or at least we shouldn't, we tend to fill in the blanks about other people, to assume we know what to expect from them now and what they're capable of and how they'll respond in any situation. Where do these assumptions come from? I think they come from a lot of places, but I would say the majority of them is our experiences. We've experienced someone like that have hurt us in the past, and the second one is our insecurities. Sometimes the person we're filling in the blank about has something we want or wish we had. Either they're the captain of the team, or they have a house better than our families. It's annoying, and we automatically assume the worst about them. Like, for instance, my great friend Taylor, at one point before we were friends, I lived in the suburbs and he lived in a really nice house. And for the longest time, I didn't become friends with him because I assumed that he was pretentious and that he had that rich person persona. When I began to know him and begin to talk to him, he actually, we actually related a lot, and we actually became really great friends, and we are best friends, and he was actually the best man at my wedding. There is a moment in Jesus' life where we are able to clear some of this up. Jesus was in a tense encounter with the Pharisees, and the Pharisees were a big deal in religious circles and also religious law. And they had a brand of self-righteousness that set them apart from everyone else. At one point during Jesus' journey, the Pharisees tried to catch Jesus off guard. After some people had gathered to listen to Jesus teach in a temple, the religious leaders caught a woman caught in an R-rated act. They dragged her in front of Jesus to see how he would handle the punishment. And what Jesus does will show us a different way to live instead of us filling in the blanks. And this is John 8:6-11. This they said to test him, that they might have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and wrote with his fingers on the ground. And as they continued to ask him, he stood up and said to them, "Let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw the first stone at her." And once more he bent down and he wrote on the ground. But when they heard it, they went away one by one, beginning with the older ones, and Jesus was left alone with the woman standing before him. Jesus stood up and said to her, listen to this, guys, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She said, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go, and from now on, sin no more." I'm not sure we can fully understand the tension of this moment right here. Jesus is basically saying, you're quick to point out everyone else's flaws, but what about you? Have you ever gotten it wrong? What if this was the approach that you and I started to take when forming opinions of others? What if instead of filling in the blanks of assumptions and judgments, we choose to let love fill in the blanks? So, when the opportunities of assumptions or judgments start flying at you, take these steps towards a new approach. Stop and think about how others have filled in the blanks about you. 2, think about how you're wrongly filled in the blanks for someone else. When we choose to follow Jesus' example and take these steps, we are letting love fill in the blanks. We need to be people who believe everyone is worthy of God's love. And when we believe this, we will be people known for loving others, just like Jesus intended for his people to be. So let love fill in the blanks. said it. That was too forced. Okay. All right. What if this was the approach that you and I started to form What if this was the approach that you and I started to take